Alright guys, we're back on YouTube after a nice episode of Bullseye, and we're going to do our final segment for Billy Moody's birthday special. It is Jeopardy for the PS3. So far I won Billy $378,900, and hopefully I can add a lot more. And let's see if I can win this game and give him a $25,000 bonus on this. So,
this is Jeopardy! Please welcome our contestants. Player 1, Player 2, Player 3. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Let's take you right now into the Jeopardy round. Clues are worth $200 to $1,000 in these categories.
here we go.
State borders.
Okay.
Let's visit India.
Alright.
Made to measure.
Okay.
Musicals opening numbers. Defined in the OED. And literary pet.
Okay, we'll see how it goes. Made to measure for 200.
In Asia, use a goo if you want to measure a cup of this for an electric cooker.
I don't even know this one.
Here's the correct response. Rice.
Oh, rice. Oh, right. In Asia, right.
Player 1. Pick again.
Made to measure
Of
400.
about 30, 50, or 100 inches a year, the Earth's average annual amount of precipitation.
I'm just going to
Yes,
guess.
player 1?
Where's 100?
No, that's not. Anyone else want to hazard
It's
a
worth a guess.
Okay, player 3? Right you are.
30, okay.
Player 3, make a selection, please, as we continue. The director of an orchestra or chorus. Let's hear it, player 1.
Where's the conductor?
A lot of clues.
400.
A lofty tower forming part of a church. Player 1?
What is the steeple?
That's correct. Hey, you're on the plus side. Player 1.
600.
A large, many-celled berry with a leathery yellow, orange, or red rind. Player 3? Sorry, that's... Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Yes, player 1?
I'm going to go with where's a pomegranate?
That's right. Way to go.
Those are good.
Player 1,
800.
a road junction designed so that traffic streams do not intersect. It's player 1.
Where's the interchange?
Right you are.
And
We return to
1,000.
Player 1. Move from site to site on the internet. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is surf?
You got it.
That was easy. That should have been $200 right there.
Select again.
Alright, let's go with literary pets for
The
200.
title beast of his The Hound of the Baskervilles is actually the pet of Mr. Jack Stapleton. It's player 1.
I want to say who is um, Arthur Conan Doyle.
Yep.
It's not Mark Twain. I knew that.
Player 1.
400.
Harry Potter uses his snowy owl named this to transfer messages.
I should know this, but I don't know it.
Yes, player 2.
Yeah, that's right. Hedwig. Hedwig.
Player 2, make a selection, please, as we continue. Marjorie Kinnan Rawlings' The Yearling centers on this type of pet. The correct response is a deer.
A deer, that's a yearling.
We return to you, player 2. Take a nibble if you want 4 of these binary units of computer code. It's player 1.
Was a bite.
That's incorrect. Anyone else?
Well, it's a bit then.
Here's what we wanted. Bit. Select again. This unit equals 4 inches when measuring an equus caballos. Here's the correct response. Hand.
Oh, I should have buzzed in on that one.
Player 2, choose again. Nellis Air Force Base has 70,000 solar panels, which produce 15 of these units, 25% of the base's summer power. Yes, player 3? No, that's not right. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? It's player 1.
What are gigawatts?
Sorry, that's wrong.
I'm not doing good here.
Yes, player 2. Correct.
Well, she's in the lead.
We return to you, player 2. Little Swan, Little Bear, and Greenfinch are some of the goats of this Johanna Spirilass. Here's what we were looking for. Heidi. Player 2, back to you. A poetic Elliot feline who has lived many lives in succession is named for this 5th book of the Old Testament.
I better get this one.
Let's hear it, player 1.
Who's Deuteronomy?
Good. A lot of clues.
All right, let's do state borders, 200.
Of the 4 corners states, this is the southwestern one.
It's difficult when you don't have a map.
Player 1?
I'm going to go with what is Arizona.
Player 1.
400.
You probably know what's on North Dakota's southern border. On its western border is this state. Yes, player 1?
What is Wyoming? It's Montana, right?
Incorrect.
It's Montana. It's not easy when you're not looking at a map. It's Montana.
Here's what we were looking for. Montana.
All right, let's try it again.
You again,
600.
You'll find this state on Kansas's northern border. Yes, player 1?
Okay. I want to say, what is Nebraska?
You get to pick. Delaware's southern border is with this state.
Now, I'm not touching this one. Delaware is a small state.
Here's the correct response. Maryland.
Maryland, okay. Let's clear this
Player
out.
1. It's the number of states that border the Gulf of Mexico.
I'll go for it.
It's player 1.
I want to say, what is 5?
Yes.
2.
Player 1, back to you for our...
Let's visit India 200.
Northern India is the birthplace of this religion started by Siddhartha. Player 1.
What is Hinduism? Is Buddhism?
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? It's player 2. No, that's not right. Any other takers? Let's hear it, player 3. Oh, you're right. Where do we begin, player 3? Under the East India Company and then the government, this country ruled most of India until 1947. It's player 3. No, that's not right. Any other takers?
I'm going to go for it. Russia
Yes, player
is not
1.
it. What is France?
No.
Not
Any
doing
other
good
takers?
here.
Player 2.
England ruled India.
Player 2. You're in command of the board as we continue, right? In India, a mahout is a keeper of these animals. Let's hear it, player 3. Player 3, start us. Eden Gardens in Calcutta is the world's largest stadium for this sport, popular in India. Yes, player 1.
Oh no. I'm going to go with Wiz Highlight. Damn
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response?
it.
Let's hear it, player 3. No, sorry.
Cricket, she's going to take the
Anyone
lead.
else care to try to come up with a correct response? Player 2. Good. Where do we begin, player 2? Oh, what a beautiful morning. Let's hear it, player 2. Sorry, that's wrong. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? It's player 1.
What is Showboat? Oklahoma. I'm going to go with Oklahoma. Forget that. Let's
Where do we
finish
begin, player
India.
1? He was India's first prime minister. Here's the response we were looking for. Jawaharlal Nehru. Player 1. Pick again.
Musical opening numbers
All
4.
that jazz. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is Chicago?
That's it. You get to pick. Answer.
I'm making a true daily double at this point.
Player 1. Here is your clue. Good morning, Baltimore.
I'm going to guess it. What's Hairspray?
Congratulations. Congratulations.
There we go.
Player one.
Getting back in this
Player
game.
one, choose
800.
Willkommen.
With Cabaret.
Player one. Right you are. And now the $1,000 clue. Move. You're stepping on my heart.
Yeah, we got recovered. I needed to make it a true daily double because I had a slow start.
Let's hear it, player two. Good for you.
All right.
You're going first in Double Jeopardy. And we'll start that round right after this break. Let's see what happens in Double Jeopardy with these categories awaiting the players. Oscar winners of yore. Philosophy. One world. Politicians. The body human. And mythology and art.
Tough categories. We'll see what happens with this.
This former senator was the first African-American president of the Harvard Law Review. Player one?
This is Barack Obama, obviously.
That is correct.
All right, let's try politicians there.
In 2004, this North Carolinian was almost the vice president-elect. Yes, player one?
I want to say, who is John Edwards? Yes. 12.
Before he was New York City mayor, he was the U.S. attorney who prosecuted the mafia in the Pizza Connection case. Player one?
Who is Ed Koch?
Sorry, that's
No.
Any other takers? The correct response is Rudolph Giuliani.
Really?
We
Okay,
return to you.
16.
We hope Silvestre Reyes can keep secrets. In 2007, he became chair of the House Permanent Select Committee on this. Yes, player three. You're out of the hole. Player three, you're in command of the board as we continue, right? Cartesian refers to the ideas of this man, the father of modern philosophy. Player two. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Player one?
Who is Adam Smith?
Sorry. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Yes, player three? Yep. Player three, back to you for our next selection. The first Greek philosophers tried to understand the universe, practicing this ology, from the Greek for order. Player one?
Was that astrology?
Nope.
Dang.
Any other takers? Player three? Nope.
It's cosmology.
Any other takers? Let's hear it, player two. Right. A lot of clues, a lot of categories, player two. Make it. Fideists say that the source of religious belief is not reason, but this. We're talking about faith. We return to you, player two. This German philosopher's idea of the Übermensch included people like Frederick the Great, Here's what we wanted. Friedrich Nietzsche. You again, player 2. The opposite of determinism is this two-word phrase used in an 1889 Henri Bergson book title.
These questions are kind of hard, these clues.
Okay, player 2. Oh, sorry. Any other takers? It's player 1.
Was free will? There we go. We'll take it.
Player 1, you start.
Politicians 2000.
This former Massachusetts governor was CEO of the 2002 Winter Olympics in Salt Lake City. It's player 3. Yes, great, you're back into it now. Okay, let's get back into this. Player 3, you make the next selection as we... A statue of this Roman sea god is a perfect choice for a fountain. There's one at Peterhof in Russia. It's player 2. All right, let's get back into this. Player 2 has control. A sarcophagus at Hearst Castle depicts this group of 9, including Erato, who inspires love poems. The correct response is the Muses. We return to you, player 2. Let's take it over to Sarah.
This city statue of Gethion and her oxen is a bit less famous than the Little Mermaid.
Player 3? That's not it. Anyone else? Yes, player 1?
With Copenhagen.
That's correct. Player 1, you start.
The body human 400.
This pigment in blood transports oxygen. Yes, player 1?
With hemoglobin.
That's correct. Player 1,
Yeah.
microscopic shaggy hairs called villi line the walls of this digestive organ. Player 1?
What is the stomach?
Sorry.
Damn.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Here's the response we were looking for. The small intestine. Player 1, back to you.
12.
In the arm, the name of this muscle precedes brachii. In the leg, femoris. Yes, player 2.
Of course,
That's correct.
should have buzzed in on that, but that's okay.
Player 2, you're in command of the board as we continue, right?
Okay, she can catch up here.
Answer. The first of the 2 daily doubles. You are currently in second place. What'll it be? Answer. The human brain has billions of connections across these gaps between neurons. Hey, you're right.
She catching up here.
Select again. Sometimes caused by tooth grinding, the disorder known by these 3 letters can lead to a clicking jaw. Here's what we wanted. TMJ.
Never heard of that.
We return to you, player 2.
One world.
To completely reverse your direction while driving is to pull one of these. Player 1?
With a 180. Was a 180?
Correct. Player 1?
One
Used
world,
popular
yeah.
koan, or meditation subject of Zen Buddhism, asks the student to try to imagine this sound. Let's hear it, player 3. No, sorry. Any other takers? Player 1?
There's one silent bell.
Sorry.
It's one hand clapping. Dang.
Anyone else? Player 2. Hey, you're right. All right, let's get back into this. Player 2 has control. Numerical name for Scheherazada's tales. We're talking about the 1001 Nights. You again, player 2. Title of playwright Moss Hart's autobiography. Here's the response we were looking for. Act 1. Player 2, you pick again, please. Based in Chicago, this financial services provider merged with J.P. Morgan Chase in 2004. Okay, player 1.
Let's bank one. I should know this one.
Yes!
Come on.
Player 1, where do we start?
Oscar winners of your for
John Ford directed this verdant 1941 winner about a Welsh mining family. It's player 3. Nope. Sorry. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Player 1?
with how green. No. With Kings Row.
Sorry. Oh, that's wrong.
Okay, I should have stuck my first instinct on that one.
Let's hear it, player 2.
I'm just going to go with my first instinct next time.
Player 2, you start us off. Praxiteles sculpted this Greek equivalent of Mercury carrying the infant Dionysus. Here's the response we were looking for. Hermes.
Who's Hermes, okay.
Select again. Get psyched at the Louvre by looking at Antonio Canova's sculpture of this Roman god and Psyche. Let's hear it, player 2. That's not it. Anyone else care to
I
try
want
to
to
come
try
up with
to
the correct
get a
response?
big lead.
It's player 1.
Who is Apollo? Damn it was Cupid.
Any other takers? Okay, player 3. That's correct. On the plus side again. Player 3.
Okay.
Start us off. Greer Garson survives a Luftwaffe attack and the annual flower show as the title misses in this film. Let's hear it, player 1.
I'll go with what is Mrs. Miniver?
That's it.
Yeah, went with my first instinct on that one.
Player 1.
12.
Jimmy Stewart as Buttons the Clown upstages Charlton Heston in this three-ring affair from 1952. The correct response is The Greatest Show on Earth. Player 1. That's it. The other daily double. And you're in the lead now. How much are you going to wager, player
Not
1?
much. I'm going $100.
And the clue. Alcoholic Ray Milland is reminded that one's too many and 100's not enough in this film.
With Lost Weekend.
That puts you even further ahead. And the last clue for $2,000. Gregory Peck gets the scoop on anti-Semitism in this film adapted by Moss Hart.
Well, it is a runaway in an awkward way.
Gentleman's agreement.
So, yep, I feel good about that. But these clues was hard in this game. Let's see what the final Jeopardy
Here's
is.
the final Jeopardy category. Military men. Please enter your wager.
Let's see. Military men. I'm just going to go for 900.
Let's take a look at that final Jeopardy clue right now. Books about this American are subtitled Warrior as Wordsmith and The Far Eastern General.
Well, guess who is Douglas MacArthur?
What did you say? And that will cost you. And your response? And this correct response will add how much to your score?
Okay, so I did get 9,000 plus 25,000. So the good thing is I won all the games.
Will add how much to your score?
That's $34,000 for Billy.
Congratulations, Player One. You are our new champion.
So on this birthday special, I'm happy to give Billy $412,900. And I hope Billy Moody enjoyed this birthday special. And guys, keep watching my channel for more games. And I will see y'all tomorrow for Bullseye. Y'all take care.